informal. Got crap all over the place. We're rearranging down here. So just another bench chat. Haven't done one of these reloading. I haven't been reloading much lately because I've just been working on my own health and taking care of the kids. So been reloading all afternoon. They hung out with me down here, and they're finally upstairs, and I can do a chat now. And so we've been doing some reloading, mostly 308. I'm doing 300 Winchester Magnum right now, and then can do some different stuff as well. So tell y'all what I've been loading. No, I'm not going to SHOT Show, man. I can't afford airline tickets to all those places. YouTube doesn't pay that well. And I only make $20 a month on Patreon, guys. Like, you know, if y'all want to see content, you know, you really want to support it. Yeah, thanks, Booker Dog. You really want to support content, then that's the way to go. I do post everything I can over there a little early. North Fork Bullets sent me these, and this is the love child of a Barnes TTSX and a nozzle partition. So it's like a nozzle partition, and then instead of a copper partition and they poured lead in the back, it's just copper all the way down. So it's like totally like the love child of a Barnes TTSX. And so I thought they were an interesting concept. It's not a great Spitzer point. It's a semi-Spitzer is what they call it. No boat tail, but out to 300 or 400 yards for a hunting bullet. Who cares about that stuff? So, but right now I'm loading up 300 Win Mag, and I'm loading up more of the M855A1s. And I don't have any more for body armor testing. So I'm actually downloading their maximum charge. The Barnes manual was 77.3. I think they were just going way too fast, that the bullet broke up and didn't penetrate. I think downloading it a lot more than I am now would probably be the way to go. So I'm going to try to see if I can also load them in 308. Now, I got 19 people watching, so make sure you say say hi in the chat, because I do not know. And it gets kind of a little bit there, so. Would you recommend a 44 mag round for bear defense 10 millimeter? All right. Between 44 Magnum and 10 millimeter, shoot the best hard cast load you can shoot. And I recommend carrying both, really. You know, the 10 millimeter for if he's far away and you can take lots of shots, and the 44 Magnum for when he gets up on you and your 10 millimeters knocked out of your hand. I recommend both as a backup to your 4570, 330 Win Mag, or 375 H&H, or something like that. 458 SOCOM, something like that. What's up, M. Gabriel? How you doing? So, if you're hand loading, I recommend CKB at castbullets.com. I recommend their 240 grain for 44 Magnum. It's a brittle hardness of 21, and since it's 240 grain, you can get it going a lot faster, which is a lot faster. What's up, B Johnson 907? It's good to see you. Good evening from Wasilla. Yeah, you're just right over there. Yeah. So, there is that. What's up, Chris Heisman? So we are doing that. So, yeah, sorry for the lights in the background and all that jazz. It's just my messy basement. We got the workout part back there. We got my reloading part back here. It's just a big open basement. We're gonna put some rooms in. I plan on making this like a studio room. So, kind of is what it is. So things are melting here. Oh, must be nice. Not going to happen here for a while. In case you don't know, these are M80A1 130 grain projectiles. And I am loading them according to the Barnes manual. If I don't quit dropping them on the floor here. Each projectile is $4 a piece. So, not very good. He was trying to sell them for $100, but he got a better deal on them. So, going for 3.36. Ooh, we might be right there already. I loosened it some. Where are my calipers? There we are. What's up, John Crump News? Got the internet on your airplane ride? Oh, close. I'm at 3.409. Measuring right here. How you doing, John Crump News? So, Buffman Range told me to load these at 3.36. I'm not saying that's what you should do, nor is he saying that. But he said that was what he loaded them at, and that's what I loaded them at last time. Looks like we're at 3.40. Yeah, 3.36. Still a not a compressed charge. It's a 130 grain bullet. It is bigger than that. What are your thoughts on powder coated bullets? I think they really help the barrel life of pistols, and or rifles that use that style of bullet. I would never put powder coated jacketed bullet, obviously, for this kind of round. But yeah, nope, I have not gone to the SHOT Show or gathering ever. So wish I did, but guys, I only get 10 personal days off work because I get all summer off, and half of these things most of these things are not in the summer. They don't want to hold it in the heat. So that's that. I'm sorry, I'm measuring the bullet here. Yeah, I didn't do that. How's the flight, John Crump News? If you haven't subscribed to John Crump, you need to make better choices with your life. I think I'm going to leave these a little long. I don't know. Yeah. I would have to see what the Barnes manual says, but that bullet is actually a little bit shorter than this one. .375, 3.375. Yeah, it's not a max charge this time. Max charge was 77.3, and I loaded them at 77.0. Last time I did a max charge. Let's see where we're at here. 3.365. Kind of want to do an accuracy test on these 100 yards. See if my bullet barrel likes light copper bullets. I do have 5 black tip 30-06. I need to pull the bullets on and load them up in a 300 Win mag. There we go. That's close enough. 3.361 or something like that. I do not have I've never shot or loaded for a 270 WSM. Sorry about that, Big Johnson. 130 grain VMAX. I didn't know they made a 130 grain VMAX. I knew they made a 110 grain VMAX, which I did load and kill a deer with in 270. That was back in Georgia. It was like 3250-ish. Shot a small deer right behind the shoulder. Took out the spine, exploded in there. Powder-colored bullets are great, but not every pistol will shoot them. Cheaper and 50 feet per second for free compared to jacketed bullets. Yeah. So, you won't let me touch the lights. Hey, Kevin from Washington. How's it going? You fighting for the Second Amendment back down there? So, pistol will shoot them cheaper and 50 feet per second free compared to Jacket bullet. Yeah. Yeah. Adam Hymas has a lot of experience reloading. I really respect him and his opinion. Thanks for being a channel member, by the way. So appreciate that. I do think YouTube might take a little less than Patreon when you do channel member stuff. So we'll see. There we go. All right. G9 EHP for the win. Yeah. Also FJB. There you go. Nice DS. Sorry, I'm on my phone here. So. I just dropped 2 of these bullets somehow. Weird. I had 10 of them in that package. I double counted it. That's going to drive me quite crazy because these are like $4 a shot. Now I only have 8, so I'm missing 2 of them. They fall off. Where did they fall off to? That's going to drive me crazy. Oh, there's one. Got one. Let's see here. I hate YouTube on my phone. Is it worth getting a 2250 if I already have a rifle in 2223? I think we've talked about this. I think the answer to me is no, but it depends on what you're wanting it for. Sub for more great Hornady SST content. By Hornady SST, he means super splatter tip. Gotta find this one missing bullet. So always there's one missing bullet. Gotta figure out what to load these in 308. Okay, now I need I need to find that one missing bullet. It must have fallen. Had a bullet fall. Well, it's not in the bottles of extra H335 bag. I know there were 10 bullets there. I sat them on the shelf and then I don't know what happened to it. It's kind of crazy. What's up, David Neal? How you doing? We're just reloading some 300 Win Mag right now. I've been reloading 308 most of the afternoon. We'll probably get into some of that too. There's an M855A1 that fell off my bench. Have you ever tried the 223-55 grain FTX Hornady Defense? No, but I think I have the 73 grain on my shelf to test. Bullet's really expensive, and I'm just going to move on, find another bullet. I don't think he packaged all of these correctly. couple of them, the bags are broken, so I'm messing around in the box right here. So bought these were, I think I paid $40 a bag, not $100, but they're marked $100. He was selling them, and so I went in and bought 100 bullets for $400. So Pasco, Washington, hoping to move to Alaska by summer. Keep hitting obstacles though. Get it? I get it. Actually, I don't get it. Doing good today, but today I was at the range with my 8mm Bowser baffle came loose inside my suppressor. Luckily, I noticed before I fired. Otherwise, could have completely destroyed the suppressor and rifle. Oh, wow, man. It's good. 270 worth getting in a 20-inch barrel? Not really, no. You're gonna, 270 use fairly slow burning powder, so you're gonna get a lot of stuff, a lot of powders that you don't necessarily want. You're gonna lose 200 to 300 feet per second in a 270 like that. Slow burning powders do that. I did say 100 projectiles for 400 bones. Can you send them to me cheaper than that, Bending Ballistics? I'm all ears. Through my brass here. You can ship them USPS cheaper than that, and that almost guaranteed. So you're saying I could buy them and get them shipped up here cheaper than $400? Is that what you're saying? Just double checking that I'm hearing what I'm hearing. Sweet. Yeah, USPS does do it. So I was in Washington this evening. Glad to be back on the mountain in Idaho. There you go. Yeah, nothing like crossing enemy state lines. Well, I'm going to see just how much Reloader 17 I have left. I had enough to load those 10 pieces of brass that were uniform. And now I've got some like various brass that's marked like FC13 and FC16 and stuff like that. So we're going to see if we can fill those up as well. So, see what we can do. See how many rounds I can get out of this and have enough. Best all-around Coyote varmint cartridge, in your opinion? Oh, 22-250. Maybe the new 22 Creedmoor, because it's going to be a little bit more accurate, or 22-50 actually improved. It's going to have a little bit better case shape for the bullet, not to see deep bullets in there. So yeah, I would say probably 22 Creedmoor would probably be your best new one if you're going to hand load. You build your rifle in it and that kind of thing. My biggest issue is with you getting, if you already have a 22-23, you don't need a 22-250. It just depends on what you're doing with it. So, center fire, go boom. What do you think about the Beretta BRX1? I'll have to look at it more. I've never been to a SHOT Show. .20 TAC is better than 22-250. Is it a .224 bullet? And first of all, nobody's ever heard of 20 TAC. You have all these Wildcat cartridges that, yeah, I'm sure they're better, but they're not marketed, so you can't get the ammo. You can't get the dies and the piece of brass is brass cheap. So, and does that use a .224 bullet? No, it's a 20 cal. So no, it's not better than 22-250 because you can't use military bullets in it if you want it to pierce level 3 armor. Has anyone played with straight pull action rifles yet? I just purchased a Savage Impulse Mountain Hunter and PC. I have not. Hey, just because it's Sammy Spec doesn't mean it's a Wildcat. Doesn't mean it ain't a Wildcat. Like I said, nobody's heard of it before you mentioned it on the chat. That's literally how out of touch that particular round is. And you can't load steel tipped, green tip, steel tip, all that in there as well. Yeah. AR-10 is straight pull. Yeah. It is when you have a fail 0 bolt carrier group in there. It's a straight pull. Straight pull, clear the jam, straight pull. Now it's working because I had a Wilson Combat extractor put in it. It had a bad extractor. So just 744 Bain and Davis will smack yokes. I bet it will. I'd go 20 Prac, easier. And now we're talking about rounds I don't even know about. You guys are going to have to start explaining these to me. Educate me a little bit here. Do PRC cartridges do better in shorter barrels? No. No, you want at least a 24, if not a 26. But then again, that's what you want for 7mm Remington Magnum and 300 Winchester Magnum. So, yeah, PRC is about having the bullet outside of the case more than anything. And so a lot of people don't understand this. So the inside of the case is 0.308 inches. Okay, but that's at the neck. All the way down here where it meets the shoulder, this is particularly true in 300 Winchester Magnum, right here is 0.315 inches. All right. So what PRC did was, let's make the neck a little longer, flatten out this angle here, and now we can seat the long bullets without going into the powder depth. But it's also 0.308 all the way up the neck, so you have good neck tension. So I'm not saying a 300 Winchester Magnum can't be accurate, but it'll start to wobble a little bit with those heavy bullets, even with the right chambering, because of that initial wobble that it gives to the barrel from only having a little bit of neck tension at the top. I'm pushing this one. I might only get 15 or 16 rounds out of this. I don't know. My limited assurance, I don't want to see a bullet anywhere near the donut, where a donut might form. There you go. I like my 221 Fireball a little bit more fur friendly for bobcats and coyotes. Yeah, 20 Prac is easier to make than 20 tack, so I believe I just shoot 204. 20 Prac is just a neck down 223, I believe. 20 tactical is a neck down. Predates the 204 Ruger and is supposed to be more powder efficient. There we go. Have you checked with Mid-South? Yeah, I have bought Mid-South. I have bought projectiles from Mid-South. How much harder to get components in Alaska? Powder and primers are harder. That being said, I mean, we've had plenty of primers, and I've been bragging about being able to find primers when nobody else had them. So What do you think about more and more pistols being chambered in the 22 Magnum? I think it's dangerous as rimfire is not very reliable. What's up, Doghouse Outdoors? How you doing? And it's not very reliable fire. All these calibers I never heard of. They sound expensive. I buy 300 Blackout and 458. They hurt the wallet. Hey, hate to see some of y'all's ammo bills. These are all hand loads, I'm sure. If you can find primers, you should stock up now. Yep. I'm already stocked up, so I'm not really buying any. I've got more large rifle primers than I will need for the rest of my life, especially if I find that good hunting load like I have for my 7 mag. If I find it for my 338 and my 300 Win Mag, I'm just going to load up a bunch and be good. Primers are 80 bucks a brick here. Yeah, that's about what they are here. Found some large rifle primers and some 270 partitions. Nice. Let me get into the bottom of the barrel here. What press are you using? I have a Hornady lock and load single stage. No, I'm not at SHOT Show, brother. You don't support me on Patreon where I could buy a $600 airplane ticket and take 5 days off of work. Y'all think I just automatically get to go because I'm on YouTube. Man, YouTube's going to pay me like 600 bucks this month. I'm going to barely make the truck payment. Going on a hog cup, maybe the blunderbuss. There you go. Is anything new and interesting coming out, Shotgun? I don't know. DS 221 is really cheap to reload, and it's easy to turn a spent 223 casing into a 221. Cool. How easy? Did you like just run it through the die or what? What's up, Tactical Futtery? Wonder if Hornady will announce a 338 PRC. That'd be interesting. Found a new shot that has long-range brass on the shelf, 6mm dash here, and all the crazy 330 warp magnums. There you go. Yes, you can have a failure to fire and a center fire, but it's a lot more rare than a rim fire. Still got to get there, working on the black powder. What are you making up? Right now we're doing 300 Win Mag, 130 grain, military M80A1 steel tip projectiles for body armor testing. It hasn't gone through a level 4 yet. Now level 3 plus, it'll go right through that. It's like I'm on my last, if not next to last thing of powder, so I think I'm going to get 18 rounds of M80 ball or M80A1. So that's it. So in case you're wondering, these are a boat tail 130 grain steel tipped projectile. Where are you buying the M80A1? Yeah, that's a secret I'm not telling you. What HRC are the tip? The hardness, they're not as hard as the M855A1s. I think they are 55 to 57, somewhere in there. And I think the M855, the 224 caliber, is 0.22 or excuse me, no, that's .224 caliber, is 55 or 60 to 61. Ask Buffman Range. He's the one who knows. What body armor brand will you be testing this against? Well, I've already tested against Tacticon Armament, Bowtac, and I've tested it against LA Police Gear. So I've already tested against those. Weatherby brass is more expensive. It's hard to find. Yeah. So that's it. So the DS is going to be, these are kind of just loaded up, ready for whenever somebody, body armor company, wants to send me something. He's getting them from wish.com. Yeah. Got to get on the 308. I lost my lover in the river. Yeah, I think the tips are fragmenting on impact. I really do. So now let's see how much. I put the powder that's in my trickler in the machine. Can I get one more round out? That's the question. Maybe, we'll see. Looks like it's turning it. I don't think I'm going to get another round after this. Demolition Ranch stopped. Armor place to stop. Rated tested armor place stop. Rated to stop fracking grenades. There you go. I got a set of X-Sappy. I had the side plates, but they were being used by going ballistic. Other than the 50 AP plate, I have seen anything good out there. Yeah, there you go. I've been thinking about the blunderbuss on range day next. Thoughts? Have fun with it. That's all I got to say. My last powder charge, guys. I don't think there's enough in there to... I am out of Reloader 17, the last Reloader 17 in America that I know about. These are for the... You're not a big shotgun guy, are you? I just bought a shotgun. I don't know if you saw the short. I know you don't watch my stuff, but... Let's see. Can we get another amount of another one out of here and get 20 rounds? What would be the furthest you would take game comfortably? I only really watch lives, which is weird because I'm ugly. And thus the era of Reloader 17 comes to a close. I gotta get... There's a bunch of powder in the machine. I gotta get 77 grains, and I'm at 14 grains. I just don't think it's gonna happen. I dumped my trickler, the rest of the trickler in there, and I'm at 20.5 grains. And there is a bunch of powder in the machine. And what I'm doing is I'm pushing against one side of the powder so it goes into the spinning thing. Reloader 17 seems fast for 300 Win Mag. Yeah, well, it's in the Barnes manual. Why is that weird? Because I'm ugly, dude. You're looking at my face. Yeah, old school flak vest to stop fragments, but a knife blade go right through. Yep. Makes you a lot of good to stop a frag grenade if you don't have a face or arms after that. So I can cancel this. Let's see what I can do getting powder out of the side thing here. First of all, any other kernels in the actual bottle here? There's a little extra. I hear it. I hear it. There we go. What's up, Travis? I just don't care for watching people shoot their firearms or rather chat. Well, I know. I'm just giving you a hard time. Yep. Trying to get 77 grains. I know there's a bunch in the machine, so if I open the trap door and get some out of the machine, will it be enough to dump onto the plate and get it to where I need it to be? That's the question. The design of the machine should be enough. In fact, that looks like more than enough. I see shaving cream on the cabinet. Yeah, we're rearranging down here. This is not my normal live. This is me on a cell phone while I'm reloading. I get lonely while I'm reloading, so I talk to you guys. There we go. We're up to 39. 70 grains. Up to 83.9. Let's see. That's too much. So we're going to put some back in the trickler here. 74. Wish I could show you live what I'm doing, but I can't show it to you on YouTube. 77.8. I got to be at 77.0. Where are we at now? Ooh, 76.5. 76.7. 76.9. 77 grains. I'm there. I'm there. I got one more piece of brass after this. So we'll see if there's enough in the machine. Well, good to catch you, Chuck, anyhow. Yeah, it's good to see you. Have you tried Big Game or Hunter yet? I've tried Hunter. Yeah, I'm going to have to look at Big Game, but I've tried Hunter. There we go. Let's get one more here because there's a lot of powder that was in the machine. I don't think it's going to make it, but we're at 43. Now let's see. Got to 45.8. Dump the rest that I put in my trickler. 54.3. Might be some more I can get out of the machine here. Let's see. See if I can get a little bit more out of the machine. Some of it bounced over where I was catching it in. I don't know if we're going to have enough or not. It should be close. Ah, 65.6. Look at this. 70.3. I'm supposed to be at 77.0. I'm not sure I'm going to make it there. $71.3. That might be all I get. Might start taking the trickling machine apart and see how much got inside of it. Sometimes it happens. Okay, we're at 71.4. Got 76.1. I have no 76.2. Trying to get to 77 grains. I got 76.5. Probably do better on the armor. A little bit slower, to be honest with you. I think that steel tip is, like you said, on the armor. Yep. Let's see. $76.6, and I don't have another drop of it anywhere. So let's see. When Hodgson buys a Lion, Art Reloader 17 will come back. Sweep the floor for the last half grain. I've got too many other powders that spilled too. I was able to get 4 pounds of Reloader 26 recently. I can't find it anywhere. You could sell it for $500. I know right now up here. How much does YouTube pay per 1,000 views? $5 to $10, depending on the video. It's gone down. Was when I was just doing hunting bullet videos, they were cool, but when I started doing 2A and AR-15 videos and stuff, it went down a little bit. I need 4 grains of powder. Got a little bit here that's on the table, and since it's a stick powder, I'm just pushing in my finger and then top it off with bullseye. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. That's 76.8. $76.9. Sorry, my 1-year-old is going and playing on the piano upstairs right above us. So still 76.9. 77. There we go. Picking up powder 1 kernel at a time by pushing it against my finger where it sticks and put it back down in there. I don't know if my finger oils will affect it, but we'll see. That gives me 21 rounds to do body armor tests with. And the thing's already apart and clean to change powder to my next powder I'm going to do tonight. Whew. Let's see. Cool. Well, let's add these in. All right, hopefully these go to the same. The brass is just a little different, so hopefully these go to the same thing here. And the era of Reloader 17 is over. I don't think Hodgson makes any powders herself, yeah. Hodgson won't make extruded powders in the U.S. Yeah. Cool. Yep. So, mark the last one, shoot it last to the chronograph. That way you know the oils have marked your finger. That's a good idea. I got a permanent marker right here. There we go. But I'm not going to shoot it over the chronograph, probably. That's the thing, is like these are saving up for either the Russian zombies are paratrooping over, and I need to make it through that cheap Russian body armor, or vehicles are coming up the road from a economic collapse, or companies send me body armor to test. That's what these are for. They're not for hunting. They're not for just shooting over the chronograph. I know what they're going to do with the chronograph. They're going to do about 3750 on a warm day. I loaded the other ones I did on the chronograph. I've loaded to max, so it is what it is. If you had to use any of the bullet offerings, which ones would you pick for 25.6 on whitetail? Probably the 80 grain or 90 grain CX bullet. That CX bullet's the only Hornady bullet I really trust. If you can find the inner bond, that's good, but I don't know that they make it in. I hardly ever see it, and I don't know that they make it in 25 caliber. I've never seen it. Rainy day loads. Yep, that's right. Remember, when you're bugging out from Wasilla, don't come this direction. Don't come towards the butte. So. I really, really wonder. 80 grain or 100 grain 243 on rifle. It depends on your bullet construction. I'd rather have an 80 grain nozzle partitioner TTSX than any day on a 100 grain soft point. But if you're wanting a 100 grain soft point, then a 100 grain in your soft point. Grain doesn't matter nearly as much as bullet construction. I try to tell people that every time. A 55 grain Hornady CX bullet in a 243 is going to beat like a non-bonded ballistic tip in a 243 as far as penetration is concerned. So. There you go. It's pleasant to watch you reload while I reload. Well, I'm glad we can enjoy it there. Happy New Year, Steve. How you doing? Hey, you too. God bless and hope you all find your sphere. Yep, you too, brother. Some say Reloader 17 is just a myth, a legend from a bygone era. Yeah, that happened to end about 35 minutes ago. I don't have interbonds. They have interlocks, ELDX, and CX. Yeah, CX over anything else. The ELDX will shatter. I got a video on it. Like we couldn't find but anything but the jacket and the core, and like none of the core. Like it was awful. I preach bullet construction all the time. I have taken a couple of moose and a caribou with 270 WSM, 140 grain TSX. Plus, if you hit it where it lives, they tend to die. yeah, there's that. So, yeah, bullet construction. That's why I'm excited about these new North Fork bullets that they sent me. So North Fork, they're out of Sweden. I'm wondering if they can get me some Alliant powder too. If they got anything. This ammo pad has taught me that Vita Void powders aren't so expensive after all. There you go. 115 grain plus P flat nose for animal defense in the Northeast. I've never heard of them having a 150 grain plus P flat nose. I think you're better off still with Buffalo Boar 147 grain, Underwood 147 grain. The Underwood for coated jacketed hardcast. Buffalo Boar has a plus P plus 124 grain. I've got all these bullets too. I'm going to do a best 9mm bear defense. Y'all want to see that? Do y'all want to see that? Yes or no? All right, Center 5 go boom. I hope you're doing good. I hope to ask you more questions on the next gun chat. Yeah, Tuesday night. Well, I think I'm gonna stay on a little longer. What should I reload next? Do you believe in neck shots or shooting in the vitals? If you can take a neck shot, take a neck shot. Nothing puts them on the ground faster. Nothing actually kills them and puts them on the ground. Like a high shoulder shot will put them on the ground because all the nerves there, they can't move. That's what took my moose down. I had one right behind the high shoulder and one right in the high shoulder shot. But when I got up there and he was still kicking and stuff, I had to put one through the back of his head. With my 6.5 284, that was messing up. So yeah, that is definitely something to think about, guys. So make sure you understand that, yeah, you need to take a neck shot whenever you can. If you can't, behind the shoulder shot is fine. Like at distance, if it's 500 yards away, take your behind the shoulder shot. Get more mass for that bullet to expand into. 40 Smith & Wesson time? No. 9mm bear defense will be a good one. Yeah, it would be a good one. I'm going to preface it by saying you shouldn't do this, but if you had to, if a 9mm is the only thing your wife can handle, or your soy boy goatee, or not goatee, man bun, wearing self, that's all you can handle. Well, I think it's time to load 308. I've been meaning to load 308 for a long time now. Got these loads going. Got to go get some more brass from over here. But I think it's time to load 308. I hope y'all agree. I've got 250 rounds of 308. I've loaded up some 308 tonight for the first time with these North Fork bullets, 165 grain semi-spitsters. So I'll do a short on those. I actually loaded those before I started. So let's see what we can do with some 308. I'm just going to load my regular Hornady full metal jackets. 22 bear defense. If you survive, could be famous. Yeah, beat the sharp stick. Yeah, just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it on a video. And I wouldn't have a real bear in it, buddy. The ELDX will work for neck shots. Yeah, I'm new to hunting, but my shots aren't far, and I practice plenty. ELDX is the easiest ammo for me to find in Oklahoma. Yeah, so ELDX will work for neck shots. Absolutely, yeah. Would not be my preference for any other kind of shot. It tends to go in and explode, but I've taken neck shots with 55 grain B-Max from a 20-inch AR-15 on whitetail deer. I think it'll be fine with a 110 grain ELDX in a 25-06. I think that deer's only going one direction. The neck meat isn't that good anyway, so if you can take a neck shot, take a neck shot. That front-on neck shot, I killed a grizzly bear with that 338 nozzle partition like that. So, yeah, neck shots are always the way to go if you can. So. Gotta get this back together right. We're gonna start loading up my 308 chin wester here. Loading up all my stuff. I might pause this. I might go get this. Y'all might see me in my skimpy shorts walk by. So I'm gonna go get some 308 chin wester to load up. Thank you, Hunter. Fish Bullets Mucks, how you doing? Love your wisdom, man. Been watching a bunch of your videos. Thanks, man. I'm sure somebody said it before me, but I try to be wise sometimes. Most of the time, I'm a wise butt. First time here. Appreciate all the great videos. Yeah, Fish Bullets and Bucks. Good to see you. I cleaned up on 308, 7.6, 2x39, 300 blackout brass at the range today. Walmart bag full. Nice. Send me the 308. Good, good. Yeah. So, yeah, I am going to start loading up 308 Full Metal Jacket. That's what I'm going to do. And we are loading, and like I know it works, so I'm loading with the Barnes powder. So I'm actually going to pause, double check my Barnes readings here, and then come back. So give me a few minutes here. $75 real girl. I need the help. Next project. My buddy hasn't given me the dies yet, but hey, look what I'm looking at right here. Right here. This is what I set my triple on top of so that it can trickle into the thing. 375. There you go. 375 grain TTSX, 250 grain. 375 diameter, excuse me. So I got 2 boxes of them sitting right here. One's supposed to be for my brother-in-law. One's supposed to be for my cameraman. I don't own a 375. Heck, I might get one. So, yep. So I got all these Lake City casings I bought from Top Brass and a couple of Federal casings in here. We're just going to load them up. And we're going to go for it with H335. I got to let the machine do its warm-up. Is the video still just buffering for me? Yeah, so I took a pause. Just came back, yeah. Auto Mag 4 and B Mags or Seiko Dovetail peep sight. Wow. Yeah, I don't have any of those. I have a decent source for 308. I'd be glad to give you some. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I need to. I need a bunch of it. Let's meet up, dude. Email me at alaskanballistics@gmail.com. I'm just a normal dude. It's all good now. Yeah, because I just came back. Lag. I literally stepped away for a second. Yeah. B Johnson 907, email me. Yep, good. Yeah, cool. It's all come back now. So when you have this powder charger here, this Lyman powder, Gen 6 powder dispenser, it has to go through like a 3-minute wake-up process. So that's what it's doing right now. Before I pour any powder into it, I'm going to sit here and talk to you guys. Just don't wear body armor when you go to me. He's trying to save your life. Because while this stuff is stopped by most level 4. Hey, what's up, gunmetal metal guy? Adam Hymus is like as big a smart aleck as I am, so I appreciate you, Adam. Like this guy has serious back face deformation. I'll tell you that much right now. So that's that. 10mm carry dagger. Oh, it looks like Long LW Road just released a video where there's going to be at SHOT Show 10mm carry dagger. Probably take them a while to get in production. That'll be awesome. My auto left after a Gen 3 29 more than likely. That'll be interesting. Be a poor man's G29. Have a better grip than a Glock probably. They don't make the hump on it too big like they did the regular 9mm dagger. So that's that. 42 seconds left on my counting here. That is the wrong powder. Let me grab the right powder. Use an H335. Kicks a little bit, but dude, I'll send you the dies. For $375? When don't we wear body armor? Loading up a ton of 6.5 Grendel and 300 blackout as soon as my case trimmers come in. Cool. You know, I actually don't trim cases. I have never had a round stretch out farther than the casing overall length they want it to be. I've never had a round ever fired in my life that was larger. Now I've had some that came from other people that were larger, and I trimmed those down. But if I've got it out of my gun and I've checked it, I've measured case after case after case after case after case. If I got it from one of my guns, it has never expanded longer than the maximum casing length. And if it's over that by a little bit, it doesn't matter. So I don't trim casing. It's a pain in the butt. And I get accuracy without doing it. So why would I do it? Me and reloading weather me has like M has like message retracted. M has yeah, like a lot of people don't understand that, but yeah, me and reloading Weatherby, he's like, really, you don't ever? I go, if I fire it from my gun and it's not over the maximum casing length, why would I go through the trouble of trimming it so they can all be perfectly the same? Seat the bullet perfectly the same, and you'll have more accuracy than do that. Does 6.5 PRC have more throat erosion than 270 Win? I would probably guess yes, but it's hard to get more throat erosion than 270 Winchester because 270 Winchester's crap and throat erosion. Barrel life, and that includes throat erosion, is supposed to be like 2,000 rounds on a 6.5 PRC. People don't realize it's that high. It's about 2,700 on a Creedmoor. So about half in those for a 6.5 by 284. So, what's up, David Thompson? How you doing? Joshua Grantland, how you doing? Cutting my own 300 blackout brass, and the Grendel brass isn't from our. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I don't even own a case trimmer. Lee makes a trimming die. Have any of y'all used that? Because I would rather run it through a die that I can set and trim it that way than go on a case trimmer and ruin 4 pieces of brass trying to get the case trimmer the exact right length. So, all right, here we go. Time to load up some 308. Putting the whole pound of powder in here. A little bit of my trickler. And I've already shot these over the chronograph for my first load. Out of my AR-10 18-inch barrel. Out of my 18-inch barrel, I was getting 2790 with 150 grain Barnes and 2730-ish with the 150 grain Hornady. That was with 44.2 grains. Max is 44.8. So I think I'm going to hit it at 44.4 so that my TTSX go over 2800. And I might want to change my shell holder and dies out from 300 Winchester Magnum, huh? Might be a good idea. All right, where did I put the box for 300 Winchester Magnum? Down here. And 308 Winchester. Don't forget your shall not comply shirts. I'll put them in the link in the description when this video is over. Let's see, shell holder right there. And bullet seating die. And we're gonna use these to get the die just a little bit tighter here. There we go. Now the die won't come out. And here we go. What have y'all been saying in the live chat while I'm here? Twitter definitely are not a freedom of speech platform. No, but they're better than others. I've been putting affiliate links on Twitter all the time. Oh, my neck just popped good. Trimming without a pilot saves the inside of the neck. Lead trim die is working well here. I used to use Forster with a pilot, choose inside of neck with a pilot mess. I used to have a Lyman trimmer, and it was great. I don't know where it's at. I think it's at my parents' still. When X rolls out the video spaces, you need to move over so you can avoid YouTube gun restrictions. We'll see. Have you played with the Teslon bore scope worth every penny? No, I have not. If you send it up to me, I'll play with it and send it back. Promise. I I'd rather shoot factory second bullets for blaster ammo in 308 compared to FMJ built tail. Yeah, for blasting ammo, yes. But this is for like saving up for the coming storm ammo. I'd rather have full metal jacket built tail for that. So, and I need a lot more brass too, because I got 500 of those bullets and about 220 pieces of brass for it. And then I also have about 150 Barnes bullets. And I also have these 150 grain 308 caliber match solids that I loaded in 300 Win Mag with some Reloader 17. And since they didn't go the speed I really wanted it to, and they didn't penetrate anything, just crud. I forgot to close up the side of my powder dispenser here. I do this all the time. Forget to close that little door on my powder dispenser. Now I just sit here and powder's just pouring out of it. So this is going to be interesting. Don't do what I'm doing now. Turning my powder machine all the way over to the side. Okay, now that powder thing's closed all the way. That's how I have so much spilled powder from that. I don't know if y'all noticed that in the videos, but I have a lot of spilled powder. I try to get it out of the videos when I'm measuring the bullet. So don't do that with the Lyman machine. Bumming me out about the LDX. I purchased a bunch for my calibers for future hunting loads. Yeah. I mean, don't take my word for it. People still kill things with it. I killed a caribou with it. Full metal jacket boat tail seems like the least desirable bullet. Yeah, man, I'd rather have M80A1 ball or the original bimetal jacket ball. You still go through a Kevlar helmet at 400 yards. But so they claim. So anyway, get my thing here. So yeah, my plan is, so most military bullets are 147 grain. So if I'm sighted in with 150 grain, like it's gonna hit minute a man. It may not be the exact place on a target, but it's gonna hit minute a man out to 250, 300 yards probably, possibly farther than that. So I could pick up ammo if I'm sighted in with 150 grain. And I like the pressures and stuff that I'm getting with the 150 grain. I'm like the speed I'm getting with the 150 grain a little bit better than the 147s that the military is using. And on top of all that, I think the 150 grain TTSX is going to be my primary load. And then I'm loading up all the full metal jackets as a backup load. So as I can afford TTS bullets, I get them coming in. And as I get more 308 brass, kind of is what it is. Let's see here. Calibrating my machine here. I have 60 rounds of M80 ball and 20 tracer there. Head stamp bimetal. Oh, cool. Cool. All right. I think we're going to go 44.4. That'll get me into the 2750s from an 18-inch barrel of the 308 of the full metal jackets, and it'll get me into the just over 2800. If they came from Russian, that could be the problem. There you go. Anyone knows where I could find 203 grain brown silver bear for? No. Yeah. I don't know how you don't know this, David Walcott, but like Russia, like all ammo is banned from importation from Russia, part of the sanctions that are on Russia. Didn't hurt Russia, just hurt the American gun owner. There we go. 44.4 grains. Because I did 44.2 and had absolutely no pressure signs last time. And 44.8 is the max in the Barnes manual. So we're just going to load these up, see what type of full metal jacket boat tails I can get, and start getting them loaded. So I've been trying to consciously only load crap hits the fan ammo right now. I've got a whole box of 5.56, 223 back here to load up. Yeah, they would not have much surplus to export right now. I mean, there's they got units shooting the 7.62 by 54R, don't they? Or is that Ukraine? I don't know. I really don't know. I've just seen or heard videos about it. So. Nope. I have never cast my own bullets. I'm not going to smelt lead in a place where I could breathe it. Not going to do it. I would like to make my own jacketed bullets. I'm not going to say anything more about that on YouTube. If you know how to make your own jacketed bullets, let me know. Done lots of casting. Lead at 700 degrees can only spread vapors for about an inch. Oh, cool. Civil War days are over. And maybe. I still cast outside, though. Yeah, I don't blame you there. I've dreamed of making 224 caliber with, yeah, you'd be making brass bullets there. Be kind of interesting. I think somebody's done that before. I think there's a YouTube video on that. You can cast brass and copper easily. Furnace costs starting about 200. Yeah. Mr. Luke Gilly, I do that. 35 Whalen versus 9.3 by 62. Any of the popularity with those cartridges in Alaska as well? Seems like those would be some cool brush gun projects. No popularity. Like, you don't see it being traded. You don't see it in the stores. Like, you'll see some ammo now and then, but no, made by PPU. You're not going to see anything good. So, no. Like, it's not popular here. Somebody's well, subsidy. I have a couple hundred cases of 7.262 NATO brass I can send up your way if you want them. I've had them stored away since the 90s, and I don't think I'll ever use them. Oh, well, Shane, absolutely. Email me at alaskanballistics@gmail.com. It's common, cleaner barrel, very explosive on varmints, I'm told. Yeah. Making brass bullets from 22 rimfire brass. Yeah. Let's see who's still here. All right. Yeah, Shane, let me know. Casting is tougher these days because so many wheel makes have zinc or are ferrous. Ruins the economy of it. Yeah, it makes sense. And make your own bullets. Then lots of casting. Hi, what's up, Teddy Two Guns? Missed you there. Okay, cool. Yep. And right now my 308 is sighted in with 147 grain PMC full metal jackets. That's literally my sight in. It's a little PMC stuff. So yeah, I need all the brass I can get. So probably gonna order a few more bags of that Star Line from Midway. That was bulk package they had on a good price. If they still have it. If they still have it, I'll order a couple more bags from Midway. That stuff was consistent for bulk package stuff. Yeah, they're a Russian brand from Barnell, which means they're not there. I get that for free. I'm sure what I have is all crimped primer pockets. I think you gave me a whole bunch of 223 brass as well. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, you got my address, Adam. You know, if you want to send it, you can send it. I'm always going to use 223. I don't have enough bullets and powder for 223. I think I have enough primers, but. Yeah, crimped in primer pockets is nothing, man. You take a drill and a lineman bit and you just go. And then you usually have to put it on a swager first before that, but yeah. I think I'm going to buy that Frankfurt Arsenal stage press swager. Thoughts on Savage 99? Always a fun gun. Depends on what caliber it's in, of course. You know why it's called formable brass? Because it's got 20% zinc in it. Okay, cool. I did not know that. It can be reformed, like reloaded. Oh, cool. Didn't like my swager that used a shell holder to secure the brass. Bent a bunch of rims. Interesting. Was it the Frankfurt Arsenal one, or what was it? I have I have a RCBS one. It does not use the dies, and it works really well. But I've never had to swage without also trimming the primer pocket. So got 308s 99C. I love it. Bullet case and lead core dies, presses, etc. Email sent. Thanks, Shay. So, do hate it when there's too much of the chunk inside the bullet. Like I clean up most of these after I sized them. I cleaned them before I sized them and again after I sized them to try to get the cleaning solution, the sizing, the Imperial wax dye off. Bad idea. Don't do that. Bad idea. So I've been cleaning a bunch of them inside with just an Allen wrench and a cleaning shot thing. Hello, Reloading Weatherby. We were just talking about you. No, different brand. I use RCBS these days. Cool. We've been reloading 300 Win Mag. Now we're back on 308. I've already reloaded some 308 tonight. So how do they jack it up? Oh, they pour in the lead from one side or the other, dude. Isn't like making your own bullets. There you go. Nothing like it, my friend. Tell you what, this H335 meters well in my Lyman powder dispenser. I don't have to even use my trickler. Oh, I just said that. Now I have to trickle some in. Just look at that. First time I've had to use the trickler in about on the 13th round. Lucky number 13, huh? I've seen lead cord swaged into 22 rimfire jackets. Also seen copper tube from hardware used to make jackets. Cool. Nothing like making your own bullets and getting a 1-inch group at 250 yards. Yeah, 1 inch is that. Bought a pound of stay ball match. Worked really good in 308. Need to try it in 223. Yeah. There you go. Thanks. Thanks for the idea. So here's a question for you. So Alaskan Gun Dad got me on these Lyman case gauges. So you put your 308 case in it, and if you put it in and it goes right to the top right there and doesn't go way over the top and it falls right out, it's the right size. If it sticks in there, it's not the right size. So all of the Starline brass I bought goes in there, and it's perfect. It's not too long, not too short. Fits in there perfect. I did about 9 or 10 of them. Didn't do the whole 50 round thing, 50 round bags. So do I need to even resize those? Like, that's a question. Like, if it's not advertised as not needing to resize, I don't do it, you know? But yeah, I saw those in gun shows back in the day and they were cheap, and I never knew to pick one up, buddy. All right. I reload at Chuck. I don't care about feet per second being off. All I care about is creating a round that doesn't wobble. Bullet on top of bullet. Cool. Yeah. I worry about it all. New brass can lack neck tension. Only drawback I know of. So resize it so that its neck tension is correct. Is that what you're saying? For semi-autos, yes. Okay. Yeah, well, I have a semi-auto, so that's probably... I will take your advice. I've taken your advice many times on reloading. It has not let me down yet. So we'll see what we can do. My Nielsen gauges never went used. Went back to 180 with Vernier gauges. Cool. Do some reload require grease? Yeah, so you have to grease the casings with Imperial wax or some other form of wax. When you reshape the casing, you got to put wax all around it. Just reloading, easy as heck, no neck. Yeah, actually, you have one more. Sizing lube is needed for bottleneck cartridges. I put it on everything, but yeah. Actually, David, like pistol reloading is harder because you have an extra step. Because you have that extra step. Any experience with 308 super a 308 neck down at 25 caliber? No experience. Lead eye, zero lube. Cool. Imperial wax, that's the one I use. Yep. Man, little tub this big, you'll use it for 6,000, 7,000 rounds, man. That stuff right there. So. The only thing about this Lyman powder dispenser is it's like, I think it's slower than actually putting your powder in with a scoop. Which I could do both, of course. Do you lube the inside of the necks? Just barely. And then you want to wipe the lube out when you're done. So I only do it every few like that. I found that's where it gets stuck the most. But if Adam Hymus hasn't done it, maybe you shouldn't have it either. So if you don't wipe out from the inside of the neck, your gunpowder, when you put powder in, it will literally stick to it on the edge of the net. I had that happen because there's one round that didn't do correctly. So on the extra die for pistol reloading, that's a crimping die. I say rifle ammo with the neck is more critical. Yeah, rifle ammo with the neck is more critical. Like it's more critical, everything should be exactly the same. But it doesn't mean that it's harder. Like pistols are harder because you don't have an extra die. You have two extra dies if you have to crimp. You also have to case mouth expand, which you don't have to do with a rifle bottleneck. Lead eye, seat, and crimp in one die. There you go. Yeah, you can do that. I always get a Lee Factory crimp die. I find it easier. Remington Rolling Block feels fun to shoot. Either black or smokeless cartridges. There you go. For pistol. Okay, that makes sense. Lean neck collet. No lube. Just finished 600X Imperial dry neck lube. Graphite before seating. Cool. A lot of y'all know more about reloading than I do. I sit here and learn from half of y'all. I'm hoping that this gets a nice accurate load here, but we'll see. Like it was accurate enough at 25 yards to be a one hole, so I'm figuring it'll be 2 inches or less at 100, which on a 18-inch 308 with a LPVO, that's all you can really ask for. Could do better. You're up there number at Chuck. I don't know what you're talking about there. Are you going to teach Chuck to reload? I already have. He doesn't have time to do it. Any experience with the new rim arms Remingtons? Nope. The day you think you know it all, quit reloading, buy ammo. There you go. That's probably the best quote of the night, David Thompson. Best quote of the night. I agree. Favorite gun auction website for chucking anyone. I don't do gun auctions, so. The day you think you are. I usually crimp my hunting loads or lever action rifles. Yeah, I usually crimp my hunting loads. Not a heavy crimp, just enough that the bullet knows it's squeezed, and the bullet isn't going to move under recoil, and that water's not going to get in through any little seep right there. I crimped my hunting rounds. I didn't even seal the primers. Dropped my rifle in the river. Found my rifle in the river. And shot that ammo still on site. That particular ammo that was in the gun when it drowned. So yeah, I got a bunch of bullets. The CW long shot has got me, and I got to load some of them up. So might do some of his 10mm stuff. Yeah. So what I was saying about cleaning out the Imperial waxing dye from inside the neck, I was trying to do that by putting it back in the tumbler, and then I ended up literally washing them all in dishwasher and liquid and water, and then drying them all out in front of the space heater. Cool, man. Keep those competitions up, dude. So now I'm still cleaning out stuff. 300 grain hard cast. I wanted to try a hot round for my Ruger Alaskan. I really can't. I think the RCBS manual is probably one of the better ones. Or not RCBS. Sierra. I don't know. RCBS has a manual, but yeah, I get my data from the guy who makes my bullets, CKB cast bullets, and he only does 240 grain jacketed bullets. And I think out of a short barrel like that, you'd be able to get more speed and it'd be a lot better for you. So. .255 grain Keith, absolutely. That's what when I had the 2.5-inch barrel 44 Magnum, the backpacker one, the Kodiak backpacker, not the Alaskan. When I had the Red Hawk, not the Super Red Hawk version of it, that's what I carried, and that's still what I carry in my Smith now. So Only been reloading for just over a year now. It can get a bit overwhelming, but then of course YouTube takes the comment away. What does it say? I've made plenty of stupid mistakes like putting powder in a case with no primer. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. If you haven't done that once, it is what it is. It's in my 329 PD right now. The Buffalo Bore 255 grain Keith hardcast. That's all you need. Find a box. 3 Bears carries it. Find a box. Get it. It's good stuff. Yeah, it's going to be a long live stream here. Chook says the Taurus 10mm is good. Still skeptical about it, though. Yeah, I'll watch it fall apart. I bet Chook didn't shoot any hot, expensive ammo through it. I haven't watched the video yet. Run some 220 grain Buffalo bores through it and see what happens. Probably even says not to in the owner's manual. So, it is what it is, though. I got into reloading because I was too young to buy ammo at the store at the time. Now I'm 41. There you go, watching Chuka, a handgun. It's always hilarious. It's true. A Super Red Hawk is a great pistol. Yeah, it is. But the 5-inch barrel toe clap version in 454, or they made a 5-inch barrel. It's rare. 44 mag toe clap. That would be the way to go. What I really want Ruger to make, though, is a micro-grooved, since they own Marlin's trademarks now, micro-grooved 1022. So they could make a micro-grooved 1022. Don't make the mistake of creating squib load primer and no powder. I've done that. But it was pistol, and so the bullet just barely went out. The next load wouldn't round. So I did that one. I did it 3 times in the same load. I forgot to put powder in one of those, put a bullet in it. But I was lucky. It was in my Glock 30. I mean, I still have the Glock 30. It's working well. So I've done that. If you haven't done that, yeah, don't make that mistake. Especially the rifle. Don't make that mistake. Because the bullets, welcome to the pressure of the primer, it'll go a little bit. Always forget about the micro groove and 22 Marlins. Call that a crow load, yeah. Yeah, the real danger is just a little bit of powder, yeah. Like I was loading some of the rounds to the minimum tonight so I could see how slow I could get them out of my 18-inch barrel, hoping they'll go in the 23s. And so when I test those bullets, see what they can do, see how well they open up at slower velocities. Yeah, in a rifle, I couldn't hear the primer pop with the reload, no powder. There you go. Ever shooting here, pop, no recoil? Please think about squib lobe. Absolutely. CZ Ultra Match got 12 grooves. Marlin got 16. My CZ shoot really good. My Marlin is picky. Interesting, because my Marlins shoot really good. You know, I'm sure the CZs are good too. You know, everything's good if you have it right. I'm looking for something I set down earlier. I don't know where I set it. Oh well. What are Alliant manuals have been using reduced loads in 2400 in them? Yeah. All right, 44.4. So something close to the wadding on the blank killed him. Oh. Excuse me. It's getting about bedtime, guys. I'm literally gonna finish this up, put bullets in it, take my pills, and go to bed. Okay, in case when the pattern, I went back to filling all the cases, checking with the torch, then seating. Yep, fill all the cases, checking with the flashlight. I guess that's what you mean by torch. And do that. How many times can a high brass shotgun shell be reloaded? Now, that's a good question. I don't know. I'm not a shotgun reloader. A bullet was left in the barrel, and the blank fired the bullet. Going to have fun as hell. But it's 700 rounds, 9mm single with Saturday. My record. There you go. I really want to get a Dillon set up for my 223. I have never done competition shooting. I would like to get into some pistol competition shooting. I've been in some contests, like for the range I was a member of had a contest for a turkey, to get a turkey, and the first and second place person got a turkey. And me and my buddy who was there, we said, okay, we'll go sign up for it, because nobody signed up for it. And so we ended up getting second and third place, but to the guy who ran the competition got first place, but he couldn't give the turkey to himself. So we both got a turkey for free right before Thanksgiving or Christmas or something like that. So it was good. Shotgun shells will ever do crack of the crimp or something. What did he say there? Thanks for sharing. Keep well. Till next time. All right, Mr. Lugie. Mr. Lugie, take care. Shotgun shells will either crack of the crimp or the primer pocket will enlarge. There you go. I have no money but prices. High brass really isn't a factor. Yeah. What's up, Marcus? How you doing? We're just sitting here reloading 308. Getting started on all my SHTF ammo. Doing okay. Getting tired. A little sad. I used the last of my Reloader 17 on 300 Win Mag a little while ago. A little sad. I got 21 rounds out of a little thing of powder, so. Plus 10 I got. So I ended up getting 40 rounds out of half a pound of powder. That's not bad. Not bad at all for 300 Win Mag. So I just finished loading these, and now I'm loading, because I was out after the Tacticon armament video. That was the last 300 Win Mag M80A1 I had. I did download these 0.3 cranes, take some pressure off of it. You know if the 3/0 brass has been shot out with a fluted barrel. The fluted barrel is reloaded. Why would a fluted barrel have anything to do with the brass? That makes no sense. Fluted chamber, like where the G3, where it uses the gas to expand back the chamber. No, don't do that. That brass is ruined. But a fluted barrel, like a fluted barrel on the outside of the barrel, that would have nothing to do with the brass and the quality of the brass. I don't see why that would make a difference. Jedi primers, fluted chamber. Sorry, fluted chamber. Okay. True story about 12 years ago. Entered a Remington 100-yard competition, 44 seniors. 1-inch bullet out. I took second place with the Browning 270. Cool. What's up, King? What's going on, Gonzo Griff? I'm not the king, but Jesus is king. But hope you're doing well, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know, Gonzo Griff, what you are, but please enlighten me. Those are the actual brands of shells, of holds, the STS, and you can get the double A's. You need to shoot the Winchester STS or double A's. They have really good, or the Remington makes the STS shells, and the double A's are made by Winchester, and they have really good shells and holes. They're really, really good for reloading. Yep. Absolutely. Jedi primers are large, so you can get a couple loading from cheap shells with them. Better to pick one or the other. They use different wads. Yeah. Missing you here in Vegas, buddy. What's up, Clover Tack? Yeah, man, I can't. I can afford one trip a year, and this year I did Iraq Veteran 8888. So, which if you see them, tell them I sent the moose meat, and it should be there Tuesday. And I hope somebody's there to receive it because I forgot it was SHOT Show week. What up, Clover? Better pick one or the other. They use different wads, yeah. How's it going, Clover Tack? Are you drunk at a bar yet? Anything actually new at SHOT Show? SHOT Show doesn't actually start till tomorrow, right? So, how's the back doing? The back's doing okay. The neck is not. I still have some discs in the neck, too. Plus, there's a module on my thyroid we got to go get biopsied. So, prayers could be used. We'll see how that gets done. So, I have enough life insurance for my wife to pay the credit cards in the truck and start paying on the house, and that's about it. So, nobody's going to insure me now until that biopsy's done, though. So, no, I have never been at SHOT Show. YouTube does not pay enough money for me to go buy a ticket to SHOT Show every year. Patreon only makes me $20 a month, so I have to save my money. So, range day tomorrow. Show starts to only drink on Wednesday night, Tuesday, Wednesday night. There you go. I don't drink at all, so if I went down there, I'd be your DD. What is SHOT Show? It's the big industry show every year where all the gun manufacturers and big and small and everything come out. Going to be a busy show this year. Good. Well, you plan it out too. My family will add you to your family in prayers. Thank you. Ever heard of the critter? Shot shows one of my dreams. Where does one look for buckshot, birdshot, and slugs? You just decided to read Midway USA. You can have it. You can have the wads and the shot and the holes shipped up here. You just got to buy primers up here already. Actually, you can probably have them shipped up here too, but it's going to cost you an arm and a leg through Carlisle. Our shot trip was paid this year by a company. Maybe we can talk about how you can do that. Cool. Will Larry Vickers be there with his gun collection? Probably not. He's pled guilty to jail. So, and he has cancer. He's like got convicted in that scheme or whatever. Keep you in my prayers on your back. Thank you. And my neck and my thyroid. Not jail, prison. Yeah, prison. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure that, like, he needs to appeal that to the Supreme Court because the Bruin decision would probably overturn his conviction. I can throw it. I really got it. Damn it, man. Yeah, I know. Not going anywhere anytime soon that I know about. I might be. I could fall over dead tomorrow, but who knows? Well, he makes a buckshot mold that's pretty good. Cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. My last powder charge of the night will be the first 50 in my over 200 rounds of Full Metal Jacket I'm going to do. What the alphabet up to you are you now up to now you we're reloading 308 Winchester Full Metal Jacket. That's what we're doing. So, and I've got powder in every single case that is about the same height. Since y'all were talking about squib loads, don't forget your shall not comply shirt. Try some features. I don't know how Vickers would set really. He probably pleaded guilty in a deal. Let's see, where am I at? Okay, cartridge overall length. I'll be at 2.70, and I'm at 2.7 or 6, 2.756. I got a little bit more turning to do. Not there yet, I don't think. Took the worst kind of guilty plea, the one where the sentencing is not agreed upon as a part of the deal. Man, they are busy cooks. He just needs to take it to the Supreme Court and say this is unconstitutional under Bruin. Let's see. 2.7. Yep, right there. Got it where I need it. Now I need to put a box to put these in while they wait to get crimped. Here's a good box. So here we go. Start with these full metal jacket bullets and see what we end up with here. Meanwhile, hey, Midway USA, I need another 100-round crate delivered. Yeah, there you go. It's the throwing yourself at the mercy of the court type of deal. Yeah, it's kind of a dumb deal. Sounds like an ultimate stupid deal. A gunpowder, good sir. 308 Winchester, H335. About to ask if I can use lead in 12 gauge. Looked it up and only prohibited for waterfowl hunting. Yes, that is correct. That is a federal limitation too. That is not a state thing. The feds think they get to control the waterfowl hunting because the birds migrate from state to state. And under the Commerce Clause of the Constitution, it would make sense. So. The type of deal you make when you are boned and just want to save on legal fees and get the process over fast. Yeah. Isn't he got like stage 4 cancer and he's going to die before all the sentencing's going to happen anyway? Isn't that, I mean, I feel sorry for him. I mean, I might have the same thing right now. I don't know. So. Hoping to get an 8-pounder or something like that. I've just been buying the individual pounds because you can't find the 8-pounders. So I know it gives me good velocities from the Barnes manual and no signs of overpressure in once-use brass. Would you use steel or bismuth for waterfowl? First of all, I'd use whatever pattern's better out of my gun, but bismuth is better, but it is expensive. So if you're going to hand load it, great. I'd also find tungsten. If you can find tungsten, that's even better. Also expensive. So. Alaska, what kind of charge did the person get and why? You need to go look it up. I am not going to get into it. He was importing machine guns and supposed to have a SOT license, and he did, but it was a bunch of junk around it. But they say it's not service related. Both him and Paul Harrell. Paul Harrell was in on it too. I did not know that. Burrow has some good things on his channel, don't get me wrong, but I just never watch him because most of it is stuff I already know. I feel like he's teaching the basics to people that don't know it. Real gun guys don't need to watch Paul Harrell. But that's okay. I mean, they need to be out there. It needs to be out there. And one time he was a jerk to me in the comments. It's on his video about mixing ammo, and I said I always mixed extreme penetrators and hard cast because they both penetrate in different ways. Oh, Paul Harrell also has cancer. Well, pray for him. I hope he gets better. And he was a jerk to me in the comments. I said, you know, I keep my cylinder full of both this for a bear defense situation. And he goes, I didn't talk about hunting. That's not what I'm talking about. Come on, can't you read? And I'm like, what the crap, man? It's not about hunting. It's about bear defense. Okay, so as the number goes up in shotgun sizes, shotgun shot size, the size itself is smaller. So in a 2 3/4 inch 12 gauge, you get like 19 to 23 pellets of buckshot, number 4 buckshot, whereas you only get 9 pellets of double aught because it's bigger. Contrary to what they say, double aught, as while it's close to 9mm diameter, it's not actually 9mm diameter, and it's not the weight of a 9mm bullet, so it is not the you're not going to get the weights that you want there. Oh, 27 pellets in a standard load. There you go. Good. So, don't get me wrong, Paul Harrell has a good channel. That plaid jacket from the 70s. Yeah. Yes, triple aught buck is bigger. So my dad and I used to load shotgun shells, and I've said this many times. We'd load 3 pellets of double aught, or was it 8 pellets of number 4, and then a 3/4 ounce load of copper plated number 4 bird shot, which is even smaller than number 4 buckshot, obviously. And we'd load the number 4 bird shot on top of the number 4 buck, and you have an awesome home defense round. And or mid-range coyote round. I mean, if a full choke, you could get 60 yards easily out of that round. Easily. So. Ball bearings for shotgun could be dangerous. Yeah. I wonder if Taft Mouse has shot those. I'm sure he has. Double aught buck is more close. Double aught buck is by far the most common these days in 12 gauge for buckshot. Yes. Absolutely. So. What was the reason you moved to Alaska? All his exes live in Texas. Mississippi, actually. But no, I went through a divorce I didn't want and said, screw it, I'm moving to Alaska. I mean, seriously, yeah. So all my exes live in Mississippi. That's what it was. So she's got a new husband and a kid. I don't talk to her ever. Don't have a need to. And I've got a new wife who's light years better than she was. Mega parsec. I mean, not miles ahead, mega parsecs ahead of my ex-wife. So my ex-wife was conniving and manipulating, and yeah, there's a lot of things she did that when I look back on it, I go, oh, I was stupid. You know, I didn't see that. So, but may the Lord bless her and keep her, and maybe she'll repent it somehow and be there in heaven. So I pray for her ex-husband. I pray for her new husband, though. I do. I literally pray for him all the time. And Adam Hymus, if you're actually going to bed, it's time for me to go to bed. Okay, with some chokes, there are only one type of slug that can be used if there's a choke. You use an open choke with the slug. Period. Unless it's a rifled choke to get a slug that is that. How many Alaska moose have you shot? One moose, 4 caribou, 1 black bear, 1 brown bear. That's it. Go look at my. It's on a short. I have the moose hunt on a short. He's a decent sized moose. Not horrible, but. I got 19 more bullets to put in casings, and then we'll. Nice, my brother lives in Alaska. What part, dude? What part? Not for me. Hey. Don't mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter. My wife was, because of my neck and my shoulder, my back, my wife was out breaking snow off the roof with a snow rake, getting as high as she could. That's good. We don't need more people in Alaska. Yeah, it's true. Forget that they recently stopped giving out-of-state people hunting permits on caribou. Not necessarily. Depends on where you were going. They stopped the Unit 13 hunt altogether, and they've stopped the tag for out-of-state people to draw. There's only 50 draw anyway. Only 50 tags anyway, so. Nikiski. Oh, yeah. You're not spelling it correctly, Nikiski. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh, my bad. It's all good. My food stamps finally came in from the state. They gave me $1,800. Very confusing. Dang. Wish I could get free money, but I work for my money. Illegal immigrants get $3K. Yeah. Yep. Must be nice. I don't see how they can tax me 500. I call it Niki ski. Yeah. Yeah. I live in Anchorage. And you're drunk smelling tonight, aren't you, Marcus? Anchorage. Yes. Anchorage. Anchor age. That's how you spell it. Anchor age. So. I put in a new box of bullets because I loaded an uneven number last time and I only had apparently 45 bullets left. I need 5 more bullets. Anchorage. Wonder how good S&B shotgun shells are. Not bad. I've never had a problem with them. I wouldn't use them in a semi-auto, but S&B is good budget ammo, and the stores are sold out. They usually have S&B left. Yeah, except their 10mm ammo is crap. Like, it's had pressure issues. People have had it blow up before. I felt like chunks of brass and stuff coming off of it back in my face. I will not shoot their 10. I have a box of it. I will not shoot it. It's jacketed hollow point too. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Get a bit more in CAD. Yeah, exactly. That's why illegal. That's why closing the border and ending illegal immigration is what they need. My opinion is if we just quit giving them all that money, they'll probably leave, or they'll commit crimes and we can deport them. One of the two. So, which, I mean, they committed a crime by coming here, but I have no problem with Mexicans or South Americans. If you want to come here legally. Or that comes from any part of the world. Come here legally. So, all right, guys, I'm finished. So, I've had radical ejection patterns with S&B. Yeah, especially in the 10mm. Yeah. 9mm, no problem. I've had no problems with 9mm S&B. Rifle rounds, 6.5 Creedmoor, I've had no problems. But the 180 grain 10mm has had problems. Alaskan Andy, I was just loading up some of your brass for the second time tonight. Good night, brother. I'll talk to you later. Y'all all take care. Yeah, that's not a bad deal for S&BW buck. Not bad at all, dude. All right, we'll talk to y'all later. Just ending that chat. Last I heard that there's talk of ending caribou hunting because of small herds. In areas, yes. I could always use the more 300 Win Mag brass, brother. I can always use it. I just got sent a bunch of bullets from North Fork, a Swedish company. So, anyway, Godspeed and God bless. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.